Now, what about regulated nutrition? Understand what your body needs, the amount of calories you need in a given day. Now, here's the difference between need and want. What does my body need in terms of calories? Probably when I was 35, it needed 2,000 calories a day. Probably today, at my age, I need 1,800 calories a day. That's what my body needs. I can supply my body with that by eating green vegetables and cereals and vitamin-producing minerals. Now, wait a minute, you say, but how about a piece of steak once in a while? How about a glass of wine? And how about a cup of coffee? No, you see, they're what I want. Oh, no, I don't say I don't have to deny myself those things. But I have to lay out a chart and say, how am I going to demand that my system gets the nutrition that I can have the energy to do what I want in my life? In other cultures, John Diamond points out in his book, in other cultures, people are working out there with productive lives in their late 60s and 70s. We walk through aging centers like Sun City, and we see people in God's waiting room with walkers at the age of 65 and 70. And in other cultures, they're out doing physical labor at 70 and 75 years of age. In environments where they have to fish for a living, they're fishing. Some are becoming productively parents in their late 60s or 70s. Now, that too is happening in the United States and Canada, in the North American continent, simply because we've come to grips with this idea of nutrition. And if you give your system everything it wants rather than everything it needs, you're in trouble. Now, I know that some of you have what you call a sweet tooth. And I want you to observe again this donut that had one bite out of it. And remember this 200-plus pound gentleman with the upper body development taking one bite out of that donut and seeing how it reduced his energy. That doesn't mean tomorrow morning he won't eat a donut. But if you can be aware of the nutrition that can be put in your body, I call your attention to a book. Two of them. One is called Life Extension. The other is called High Level Wellness. And on the graphic now, we're going to show you these books, the publishers, and where you can get them. Suit yourself whether you get them or not. I didn't publish them. I didn't author them. I didn't write them. When we list these books, if you go out and get them, you're going to find that there is a way to have positive nutrition in your life and do the things that are beneficial to you. I have a peculiar life chain. My mother died when she was 43. My grandmother died when she was 63. My father died at 70 years of age, and they all died of the same thing, heart attack. I've been told since I was 18 years of age that is a genetic imperfection. But I just told you what my rate of pulse was and my heartbeat was, simply because I decided not to join that team. I love my parents. I love my grandmother. I decided not to join that team. No, I don't eat donuts. If I want a in-between meal snack, here is my choice. When I have a meeting with my peers, here's my choice. We do not serve Danish. We do not serve donuts. We serve apples, oranges, pears, plums, bananas. We serve yogurt. We serve fruit juices. Yes, it took us a while to wean ourselves away from the reckless nutrition that I was taught to eat in my life. My rewards were always candy. If I was a good boy, I could get ice cream. When I had my tonsils out, ice cream. And all of those rewards were nice as a child, but the minute I recognized the needs of my body, this became a predominant force. So when we have meetings today, this is my drinking tool. Now, not just the label. I'm talking about spring water. I don't drink sodas, but in my home, I mix mineral water with unsugared grape juice. Now, what am I suggesting to you? A complete change in your lifestyle? No. I'm suggesting that you read up on some of the things that can be beneficial, and I have a very enjoyable lifestyle. Yes, I eat desserts. Now, there are certain things I don't eat, but the things that I do eat are made in a very nutritious fashion, and my system enjoys them. I have to keep a constant weight control. Why? Well, because I come from a heavy family. Genetically, I'm disposed to be a heavy person. Now, my sisters are on the plump side, and my one sister says, we have big bones in our body. I said, hey, listen, when they cremate us, are we going to have 70 pounds more bone than the next guy? See, that philosophy leads to more reckless nutrition. And I'm not here preaching today about nutrition as much as I am preaching about a power plan for your life. Now, you make the decision in terms of how you want to feel.